All right, so we finished our training walk. You can see Coco has a transitional leash off of her nose and it's just around her neck. That's so when she jumps off her bed, we can quickly grab her and place her back on the bed. So now she's on her raised cot. When she is on her bed, or raised cot, I call it a bed most of the time. When she's on her bed, she has to be in a calm, cool, and collected position. That means her bum has to be down. It can be in a sit or a lay. I don't use either one of those commands, but that's what she needs to be. She does have her soft bed on here she can choose from, or her just the bed. Sometimes I have to take the soft beds away in the beginning while they're on their cots for my little kids because it's hard to see if their bum is actually down. So far, she's been doing a really good job with it, so I'm just going to leave it there. If it doesn't work out for her to use it here, I'll just put it in her reflection space. Otherwise, it can be used here or in the reflection space. But so when she's on her bed, her bum has to be down. Currently, I'm walking C shapes around her. I do this when I first put her on her bed in a new space. Whether I have a bed here, sometimes people like to have multiple beds throughout their house, one here, one somewhere else, wherever. She has to stay wherever you put her, but you can have multiple places. So if I put her here, this is where she has to stay. If I put her on, this is my dog's bed. If I put her on my dog's bed, she has to stay there. So she can't move around, but she can have, I can have multiple beds to put her on. So I'm just walking C shapes. Now that I've walked some C shapes and she's doing good, now I'm going to go about and clean up the kitchen. Have a mound of messiness from breakfast this morning that I need to take care of, and I'm just going to watch her. I expect her to stay calm, cool, and collected on her bed with her bum down, right? She's going to bark in the beginning. It's something that I kind of have to wait to see the best way to help her with it. In general, we ignore the behaviors we don't like, correct? Oh, their bum went down. Correct, but not give more attention to, and then we praise the behaviors we do like. So there I was walking over to give her something called distance pressure, which she hasn't experienced yet. She doesn't know what that is. Oh, and that's where I walk up and apply pressure until her bum goes down. And she's naturally doing very well with it. So she has to stay with her bum down on her bed. Her bed is her happy space. That's what I want it to be. In the beginning, it's going to feel more of like a timeout, less of like a, I love this so much. I'm going to apply distance pressure. Oh, perfect. Bum went down. The only way to overcome that is to utilize it. So anytime she's in the home, she will be on this bed or in her reflection space. And I'll show you what the reflection space looks like in our home and how that all comes into play in a little while. But right now we're just going to focus on the bed. So I'm not going to give any attention to the barking. I'm going to ignore it for now. When she's calm, cool, and collected and quiet, I'm going to go over and love on her. As she spends time on this bed, she'll get loved on here. She'll get fed on here. If she likes being brushed, I will brush her on here. If she doesn't like being brushed, I'll brush her during free play. And I want this just to be her happy space. I want her to be able to come in and not have to stress about things. Oh, life is good. Mom and dad's taking care of me. I just get to sit back and relax, right? And that's what we want this to be for her. That way, as strangers come, as Christmas is here, as a big scary man with a hat and a beard walks in, she can be calm, cool, and collected and not bark or try to run out the doors or be agitated. You can see she's sitting there, but she's not happy about it. She's doing those little half barks. She's kind of yawning and stretching. And the yawning and stretching one might think is a sign of being calm. It's not. It's actually more of an anxiety sign. It means they're not really settled. They're trying to pretend. They're trying to make themselves be settled, but they're not really settled. That leash is on there because she's going to jump up and she's going to run. I'm just going to step on the leash. I'm going to bring her back to the bed. I'm going to put her back on the bed. And again, not giving as little attention to the bad behavior as possible. I'll have Scott hold the camera for me and record distance pressure when I'm not holding the phone. But I just wanted you to see what we're going to do. We're going to spend the next hour plus of her just sitting on this bed. So with training, we have free play, training, walk, bed, reflect. So I have 4 areas. I go over and over again. Free play, training, walk, bed, reflect. Free play, training, walk, bed, reflect. Free play, training, walk, bed, reflect. I do it at least 3 times a day, if not 4 times a day, in that rotation order. Free play looks like playing outside, fetch, or today we just like wandered around the yard and smelling things because she wanted to smell stuff. That's free play. It's just off-leash fun. Training walk is the walk we just went on. You saw the video where we keep that nice loose leash at all times. This is our bed, and after this we go to reflection. I want to spend a good amount of time in each area each day. Some days, and we'll go over this later, but some days you need to spend more time in one area versus another area. And the important thing is it's okay for it to kind of move around and change, but at some point you have to have a long time on the bed and you have to have a good long walk. You can't just avoid the walk and the bed training. The walk and the bed training are the two legs for behavioral training that we do. If you take one away, you're jumping on one leg. If you don't use either one of them, you're just crawling. Your dog's never going to learn to run. Does that make sense? So you're really wanting to make sure you utilize the training walk and the bed. So this morning we did a quick training walk. It was shorter, and then she had probably about 45 minutes on the bed while we fed everyone breakfast and got all the kids off. Then she had a reflection for the past hour, and then she got the free play. We did our training walk, and now we're back to the bed where we're going to spend a couple hours this time on the bed. And so it's not really about how long it is. It's the quality, not the quantity, but making sure you do have enough quantity mixed in there also. She's doing a good job being nice and quiet now. So I'm going to go love on her. If she stands up, I will stop petting her, but she can turn around and see me. Girl. So this orange leash is the transitional leash. This yellow collar that you're seeing is our paper collar we have all dogs wear in the yard for identification purposes. And then this cute little studded one that you're seeing, the silver one, is just a collar that I need. And I'll show you more about this leash, but the leash has a safety that connects to a collar. She came with a harness, so I just put one of my collars on her. So she's just wearing a little collar. You saw she tried to get on my lap. I didn't invite her to get on me, so she can't be on me. I can pet and love on her, but she can't get on me. So I'm going to walk away because I didn't invite her on me. If I invited her on me, that's one thing, but we're not to that point yet, so we're just being chill over there. So we're just going to practice for an hour. Just like we did on our second walk today. This is our second bed for the day. We're not going to do anything too crazy. We're going to keep things little to no distraction. So I'm going to walk around the house. I'm going to clean up. I'm not standing here watching her. I'm staying within eyesight so I can correct her, but I don't want her to feel like she's performing while me watching. I'm wanting her just to go into this natural calm state. So I'm going to clean up the hazard zone of a kitchen over here, and I'm going to keep my eye on her, and we're going to work with her. And then as she gets better with this, we're going to add more and more distractions. The boys running through the house, they do flips on the love sack. They bounce the basketball. Sometimes I let them get the scooter out and ride the scooter around, right? So I want to create chaos so that way when chaos actually happens in our home and I don't have time to train, we've already trained, so I know she's ready to go. So we're just going to keep practicing this bed.